Imagine you're in a checkout line, and suddenly every bank account, digital wallet, and physical bill on Earth just zeroes out. Money ceases to exist. The paper in your wallet and the digits on your screen have no intrinsic physical value. They function as an information system, a vast global signaling network telling 8 billion people exactly what to do, where to go, and how much their time is worth. The moment those signals vanish, the physical supply chain breaks down. Truck drivers walk away from their rigs, and port operators abandon their stations, because the incentive to operate that heavy infrastructure is gone. Everything from food shipments to fuel delivery will grind to a halt. Without that abstract numerical system to communicate demand and guarantee a reward, our complex physical world instantly paralyzes. To understand why we can't simply power through this paralysis, we have to look at the division of labor. Before the Industrial Revolution, people were generalists who could grow their own food or mend their own clothes. But modernization stripped away that individual self-sufficiency. We replaced that independence with extreme hyper-specialization. Today, entire populations rely completely on vast networks of complete strangers just to survive. If financial compensation disappears, there is no longer a mechanism to convince a farmer thousands of miles away to harvest crops for you, or a grid operator to keep your electricity flowing. Money is the exact psychological bridge keeping highly specialized, disconnected populations cooperating instead of starving. You might assume that survivors of an economic collapse would quickly adapt by trading goods directly, swapping a basket of apples for a pair of shoes. But the idea of a pure barter economy is a myth. It was fabricated by 18th century thinkers who needed a tidy explanation for the origins of currency. Modern anthropologists have studied early human communities extensively, and they found that strict tit-for-tat bartering between neighbors never actually existed. Long before anyone stamped the first metal coin, humans were already using complex systems of credit and virtual debt. These physical markings weren't used for immediate, rigid trades. They tracked who owed what within the village, tying obligations closely to a person's individual reputation. This operates as a gift economy. People rely on mutual aid, kinship, and the memory of past favors. If your neighbor needs firewood, you give it to them, knowing they'll help you with the harvest months later. Humanity's natural fallback system relies heavily on the formation of communal debt and mutual care networks, rather than ruthless trading for immediate profit. Curious tone. While gift economies keep small tribes running smoothly, they face a serious scaling problem. How do you motivate someone to perform highly complex, difficult labor in a recovering modern society if you can't pay them? This radar chart maps out the 3 primary non-monetary drivers identified by behavioral economists: necessity, social prestige, and community contribution. In the absence of wealth accumulation, humans shift their focus to building social capital and seeking the psychological reward that comes from essential problem solving. Erasing money doesn't destroy human ambition. It simply realigns our drives away from hoarding wealth and towards securing communal survival and local status. But mutual aid networks and local status can only stretch so far. They cannot sustain billions of people spread across continents, which means mass distribution requires a completely different approach. Some futurists propose a transition to a resource-based economy, a system where advanced technology fully replaces the pricing mechanism. Looking at this global network map, we can visualize how raw material inputs like water and energy could be automatically routed to high-density population nodes. Algorithms and automated logistics would dynamically track and distribute the Earth's resources without ever generating financial debt. Technology could theoretically take over the role of money entirely, evolving society into an efficient post-scarcity utopia where human needs are met through calculation rather than commerce. That utopian vision has a glaring flaw. Post-scarcity models collapse entirely if resources are finite, or importantly, if they are aggressively hoarded. Without money acting as a neutral, widely accepted rationing tool, the distribution of goods defaults to whoever holds the most physical leverage. We would see the rapid emergence of warlordism. Armed factions would quickly claim absolute monopolies over essential land, fresh water, and industrial output. Removing the artificial, mathematical rules of economics doesn't elevate human nature. It simply leaves humanity vulnerable to the brutal, unforgiving laws of physical dominance. Seeing what fills the vacuum when money disappears forces us to re-examine what currency truly represents. It shifts from being viewed purely as an instrument of greed to a vital tool for maintaining peace. Thousands of years ago, early bureaucracies used records like this ancient clay tablet to strictly regulate trade and standardize transactions. They did this specifically to prevent violent resource monopolies from forming. The system is deeply flawed. It commodifies human labor and drives massive inequality. Yet, at its core, currency operates as a global social contract that substitutes physical violence with mathematics. Money may be an entirely imaginary construct, but it is the exact fiction that keeps modern civilization from tearing itself apart.